Hello and welcome to 1.1 Dynamic Nature of Business for the new GCSE 9-1 Business Studies. I'm Mr. Barge. In this section today we will be covering what a business is, what an entrepreneur is, and what business enterprise is, why people go into business, how to start a business, and the skills that are needed to start that business, as well as knowing what the difference is between a product and a service. Quite simply, a business is an organisation where goods and services are exchanged for money. The definition of a service is something that you buy that you cannot take home with you. So for example, I could buy a train ride. This is a service. It gets me from A to B, but I don't actually buy the train itself. Similarly, like we saw in the last slide, the BBC is a service that gives you the TV broadcast. The TV itself is the product. A product is something that you buy and keep for as long as you need it. Nike shoes, for example, any type of clothing, any type of computer equipment, anything that you can physically hold is a product. Time for a little student activity. I'd like you to create a table with the heading service and product, and I want you to list 5 companies under the correct columns, whether they provide a service or a product. Moving on, the next key term that you need to know is entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs are people that start their own businesses. For example, Richard Branson of Virgin fame, Duncan Bannatyne and Deborah Meaden of Dragon's Den fame, they all started their own businesses. They are said to have created business enterprises from being an entrepreneur. So the key term here is business enterprise, and that is what you make when you decide to become an entrepreneur. Can you name any other people who have started their own business? So let's have a look at the skills and qualities needed to be an entrepreneur. Let's start off with the skills. These are something that can be practiced or learned, like listening, presenting, planning, managing customers and employees, and specialist skills and knowledge. These can all be learned, and these are what our entrepreneurs did in order to be successful as an entrepreneur. So a quality is something that cannot be taught. Things like resilience, hardworking, willingness to take risks, faith in your product or service, and enthusiasm. These can't be taught. These are just inherent within entrepreneurship. To start your business, you're going to need some venture capital. And venture capital is where you get somebody to invest in your business for a share of the profits. Dragon's Den is a great example of this, where people go in, they pitch their idea, show some of the qualities and skills that they've learned, and try and get some money from the dragons in the Dragon's Den. So you've decided to start your own business. Why do you do it? Well, you want to be your own boss. You want to make your own decisions. You obviously want to make some money. Maybe you want to help the environment or society, or for a certain different lifestyle. The reasons why people go into business varies. What would be your reasons for starting a business? So how do you start your own business? Well, obviously we've talked about some venture capital and having an idea in the first place, but then you need to note it down in a business plan. And we'll go through meticulously in a later video about how to do this, but this details how you're going to go about your business. You'll need to show how you're going to raise the capital to start your business, and this could come from a venture capitalist, as we discussed, or the bank. Capital is a key term for invested money. Business is changing all the time, and this is called the dynamic nature of business. So new businesses come about due to changes in technology primarily and changing in customer needs. For example, with cola and Pepsi, because people don't like to have too much sugar in their diets anymore, they want sugar-free, so that market has been increased, and there'll be new products with sugar-free drinks coming out more and more. Sometimes businesses don't adapt to changes, such as Blockbuster, and therefore they become obsolete. Businesses must change over time to ensure that they meet their customer needs and the changes in technology. One final activity for you to do, and that's to create 2 top trump cards detailing facts, qualities and skills that the following famous and successful people have. So examples could be Simon Cowell, Richard Branson, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Jeff Bezos, and Duncan Bannatyne or Deborah Meaden. What have they done to ensure that they're successful entrepreneurs? What skills have they got? And what business are they in at the moment? Okay, so that is everything for today. Can you recap with these questions? I would like you to define what is meant by a business, define what a venture capitalist is, and give an example of someone who is one. Give 2 reasons why someone might want to set up their own business, and explain why you need to create a business plan. Here are some example answers that you could have given from the previous questions. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more simplified videos, and check out some of the links below: mrbarge.biz, Facebook at GCSE Business Questions, and Twitter at GCSE Business Questions for more content. See you next time.